Alright, so if we look at what happened yesterday on ES, one of the trades I mentioned was that looked below and fell, and we got below the previous day session, and then we ripped higher, got above this area, broke out, cleaned up this single print, and ended up closing the day up here, but we couldn't move higher and leave an excess to the upside. So now we had another bullish imbalance, and the target is 67.79. So now we have this area right here, which is the low volume node, the previous week's high. So we pretty much did the whole range already, right? So now we have to see if we either break out of this range and then get back, clean up this single print, and then move to the 69.60 area, or if we attempt to break out and then fail and then correct inventory, because we have, from the close from yesterday, we have inventory about, I don't know, 90% long maybe, and we have a gap, a RTH gap that we're gonna open with. So the first thing that I'm gonna be looking for is to see if we correct inventory. If we correct inventory, first target the single print and then the RTH gap to yesterday's high, and then from there see if we can get inside value and then get to the previous day's close, and then value area low, which coincides with the 20-day point of control, which is back at 68.80. So it had moved down here yesterday, but then it moved back up to 68.80. Now it looks like now we're breaking out, so looking for that move through the single prints at 69.60 if this holds. If we get back inside the previous week's high, inside the range, that would be an indication for me that we're likely to fill that gap and then correct some of that inventory. So again, scenarios are hold this break, target the single print and the move on the targets above. See, this is another distribution, right? So it wouldn't be surprising if we get back to that 7,000 area. So look at the action right now. Look at this move just now. So it's a possible scenario. The other scenario is that this breakout fails, and then we go back down and fill the gap. As usual, look above and fail, then we could even retrace this whole move, because failing to break out of this range triggers that move back to the low side of the range. So watch this area. If we look at NQ, it was a little stronger because yesterday it broke those highs way before. Yes, but now we're both above the previous week's high, so same scenario for NQ. Target for NQ is that this quarterly pivot 25 to 40, and if we get back below the range, look for a gap fill and move through value. Silver and gold are both moving higher. Silver is to that resistance area already. I think the targets, if we break above this area, is 94, which is the single print, and the top of the single prints is, there's two sets, but one is above 96 and change, so watch for those. And then 100 was a big level for silver, so we could see that in the next few sessions. Gold, also was pretty bullish. We did have a pullback yesterday into the single prints I mentioned yesterday, and then we found buyers. We bounced. We're consolidating around the 5200 now, but we gotta see now. They just opened, and see if we break these highs, and then if we're able to retest these two highs. But we built a lot of volume at 5170, so in the event that we get above it and that doesn't hold, then 5170 is the target to the downside. Let's see what else. Oh, today we have NVDA's earning, so market's likely to be waiting for that to make the next move. So wouldn't surprise me if this breakout just now fails and then get back inside the range and then fill the gap. So looking for that for today. Okay, that's about it for today. Good luck.